this is my husband Colin, and our newest crew member, Felix. For the past 2 years, we've been refitting our 91 Beneteau so we can take our family sailing. Join us as we finally set off on our first adventure to the Bahamas.
It was supposed to be a work day, but we have decided to move anchorages because we are now getting a steady 20, gusting 25, and sometimes it's going into the upper 20s, but it's getting kind of gnarly out here, and our anchorage, which was back there by Man Island, where we've been for the past, I don't know, 4 days or something, not protected at all from the angle that this wind is coming from. It's coming dead out of the south. So we're headed all the way to the other side of the bay here to get some protection, because yeah, that's 23 knots right there. It's just getting a little uncomfortable on anchor where we were. So we're just gonna make a nice slow trek across the bay here, not rush it, not push anything, and just find a safer, more comfortable anchorage.
It wasn't a terrible motor, but it was directly into the wind and waves, so it was a little bit wet as we had Harbor Town to our port as we headed south to the bottom of the island.
Okay, we're on the other side of the bay. Much calmer down here. This is like bottom end. What is it called?
Other end?
It's like other end or bottoms end,
Well,
like anchorage.
No, it's called the other end.
Oh, yeah. So we're gonna, there's a nice little, we were in there for a second, but we only had 1.5 feet below the keel, and tide is still going out about another 1.5 feet to 1.8 inches. So, which means that we possibly would be stuck at low tide. So we've kind of felt it too risky. So we moved outside of this little bay anchorage here, right in front of the entrance to that. Pardon the sound, the generator's running because we're making water. But yeah, there's apparently a ton of sea turtles and stuff in here. So we're gonna jump in the diggy and check that out. And we may, I don't know, it's pretty calm right now. We might actually move to town and just anchor in town, because we are picking up a rental car tomorrow to explore the island. And the dinghy ride looks like it's about 2.5 miles or so. It's not terrible, especially if the weather's like this. But when we came over and we had 3-4 foot swells, just because the fetch was so long, that would be a very uncomfortable dinghy ride. So we're gonna regroup, check the weather out and the wind forecast and everything, and go from there. But I think we're gonna get some snorkeling in real quick with some sea turtles, hopefully.
No idea.
We are not on the boat today. We've decided to hire a car, and we drove to the furthest south of Eleuthera Island that you can. We found out 20 minutes ago that Disney is now taking over this section. So we were going to the old lighthouse and Lookout Point Beach, which you used to be able to drive to and see right from the car and get out from the car. But Disney is now doing a massive development down here. So we have a 2-mile hike up the beach to the lighthouse and the lookout point.
With no water.
With no water because my water bottle opened up somehow in the back of the car. But it's gorgeous out here at least. Look at that, 2 miles. Yeah, so it's supposed to be really nice cliffs and whatnot out here. I put sunscreen on. Also, it is a 2.5 hour drive from the dock that is in the dock that's by Three Island Dock. It's by Harbor Town, and it's not like a highway or anything, so that 2.5 hours seems much longer because you're avoiding potholes and everything. But yeah, Felix is loving it. We got a hike ahead of us and we'll see you at the end. One thing a little disappointing about the hike so far is there's a lot of trash. I mean, ton of fishing net stuff, tons of plastic, which is all stuff that doesn't break down. I mean, look, you can see it just goes the entire way. We normally try to clean up when we go to beaches. We'll take a trash bag, do a little beach clean, but usually it's small pieces, not like pieces, entire contents of a boat. It looks like. I mean, look at it, it's everywhere. Propane tanks, glass bottles. Yeah, we're trying to walk up here and stay out of the sun a little bit, but it's kind of hard to when you're avoiding this much trash. We are, I think, halfway. Felix is not having it, but we're now coming up on the Disney stuff, which is the reason why we can't just drive to the parking lot that the old lighthouse is at. But yeah, we get to see what people are going to pay big money for in the future to come here and visit. And all of a sudden, I mean, the trash is still here, but I'll say it got a whole lot cleaner all of a sudden. But that's Disney. Like I said, the beach is a whole lot cleaner now. We have made it to Lookout Point. It's about an hour, hour and a half hike with the heat, because you can't go as fast as you want to, especially if you're trying to find some shade. Did get a couple of drive-bys by Disney's security. They love getting real close, and of course the most picturesque spot, they did a lovely U-turn in twice. So yeah, so now if you want to get pictures here, you got a whole bunch of tire tracks in it. So thank you very much, Disney, for that, because we wanted to get some pictures to make it look like a secluded beach that you had to hike an hour and a half to. But you came by with your four-wheeler and did a bunch of U-turns. So the road, you can kind of see the lighthouse, the new lighthouse top up there and the old one. The road is right there. The old parking area is right there. But of course you can't get to it because Disney has the road shut down for private use. So we are, well, not we, Ashley is finishing feeding Felix right now. We're gonna grab some photos, explore the area a little. There's not too much to explore, just because the main hike was now just the beach, which was full of litter. But really nice little, at least a little shaded, cool area that we can hang out in while Felix gets his first dinner, 3 o'clock dinner.